Hi everyone, this is a video demo of my work done until now as GSoC student in OpenMRS. My name is Mithilesh Kole and I live in the Guwahati city belonging to the state of Assam in India. I am working on the project titled Automation of Create-openmrs Open Web App with React Components. This project is based on the repository known as OpenMRS React Components, which provides common UI elements in React for use in your custom web app. You can visit its repository and get it running on your end. Or you can go to this thread and know all about its purpose, both of which are given in the description. At this point, I would like to mention that I am being mentored by Jude Niroshan as my primary mentor, also Sutagar Kalapati and Mark Goodrich as my secondary mentors. Let's go over to the objectives of this project. This project aims to improve the existing repository in certain ways. Firstly, by adding new components, some of which are form components, a search and autocomplete component, an upload component with drag and drop functionality. Secondly, an open web app based on the existing and new components needs to be created. This open web app will serve as an example template for other users. This example web app will contain a welcome page, a common header component, a page with all the existing form components, a page with search autocomplete and drag and drop upload component, a page explaining the style guides used in the repository, and a help page template. Third and the last is an extra credit, which is to automate the above workflow by publishing a package to npm to allow users to generate multiple types of projects with terminal based commands. Let's go over to see the work that is currently done. Initially, I started by creating an example app based on the Partners in Health repository, which uses the OpenMRS components. The link to the example repository is mentioned in the description. Then I went on to add new form components, a search and autocomplete component, the upload component with drag and drop functionality. This is the example repository I was talking about. Here I have displayed some of the components that are there in the OpenMRS components library, like the homepage component, the login component, the accordion component, and so on and so forth. I have also added new form components in my fork of the library. The new form components that I've added are namely the switch component, the slider component, the counter component, the multiple select component, the date range component, and a dynamic form component. And you can see the Redux store is being updated accordingly. You can submit the form and you'll get the same values. The other component that I have added is the autocomplete component. This component requires a callback on change of the search text. That could be a particular API call, and it should return a list of suggestions. Currently the callback function is just setting the suggestions to random combination of the search text. Let's see. The last component I have added is the drag and drop upload component. There are two ways to upload here: the basic file explorer way and the drag and drop way. You can also remove these files after upload. This component requires an upload link where it can send the files. And finally, a list of uploaded file links that the upload URL returns is stored as the return value of this form component. The final goal of the project is to ease the process of setting up a web app with OpenMRS React components and its dependencies properly configured. Also, to have an example project to display all the available components. For that purpose, I have created two scripts which are published as npm packages. This is the corresponding repository. Link to it is mentioned in the description. The first one is for setting up a web app with minimal configuration. Let's try that. Once the installation finishes, as mentioned in the readme file, you will have to create an environment variable file containing two variables, one for the server address, another one for the server context path. We also have a skeleton file in the project root that I'll be using. After that's done, you can just start the client. The minimal configuration repository comes with Open React components and its dependencies. The second script is for setting up the example version or the template version of the OpenMRS React components. Let's try that. This will contain all the available components in OpenMRS React components. I am currently in process of moving my previous work into this template. The parts of the project that are left are the common header component, a page for the style guide, the help page and documentation, and some code refinements.